If Meghan lands Mariah for the finale, the holiday special ends in a blaze of glitter and headlines. If she doesn't, the last shot fades to polite applause and a long, uneasy silence. That's the whole game. And yes, this is where the stakes get real. Rewind. Mariah Carey didn't just join the Christmas canon, she helped write it in permanent ink. Back in 1994, she released All I Want for Christmas Is You. And every December since, the song climbs back like clockwork, turning speakers into snow globes and balance sheets into miracles. That's the leverage. That's why her name keeps floating around boardrooms whenever someone says holiday tentpole. But there's history here. Remember when Meghan invited Mariah onto her podcast, and the word diva landed like a loose sequin? Meghan stiffened. The internet pounced. Then Mariah clarified days later that she meant diva, in the flattering, fabulous sense. The wink, not the stab. The moment cooled, the timeline moved on. Still, the label lingers like perfume. Useful, dangerous. It depends who sprays it and when. Fast forward to the present. Meghan's camp needs a clean, crowd-pleasing closer for the Christmas special. Easy on the scandals, heavy on the sparkle. A song everyone knows from the first bell chime. Industry chatter says the wish list starts with Mariah. Reports claim producers floated a finale where Mariah leads the sing-along while Meghan glides through the frame. Smiling, seasonal, unbothered by last year's headlines. Is it confirmed? Not yet, but the phones, allegedly, are warm. Here's the tension no one says out loud. Mariah doesn't need anybody special. She sells out her own holiday shows, moves oceans of streams, and cashes those December checks whether she appears or not. So why would she step into someone else's story? The answer would have to be bigger than a cameo. Legacy alignment, immaculate optics, airtight control, and a fee that respects the crown she already wears. Otherwise, why risk the diva rescues the third act narrative? Meanwhile, Meghan's team is juggling optics of its own. After the high-profile podcast run in 2022 and the very public end of the Spotify deal in 2023, every new project gets graded in headlines first and by audiences second. A holiday special is a reset button. If it lands, cozy visuals, goodwill, familiar melodies. No cross-examination, no palace intrigue, just cinnamon, candles, and star power you can hum. But then, there's the production puzzle. Rumors suggest the set might be a styled location rather than home turf. Pretty, photogenic, Instagram-ready. That's fine for any guest. For Mariah? Different calculus. She curates Christmas like a museum director. The lighting, the look, the laugh at bar 3, the camera finding her on the lift into the chorus. If the scene doesn't feel like her, she's not singing it. And that's the core conflict. Two brands that orbit the same season for very different reasons. Meghan is aiming for warmth, relatability, and proof she can carry a glossy hour without a footnote attached. Mariah is the season. She's the shorthand. She's the ending people want, even if they won't admit they tuned in for it. Put them together, and you get a guaranteed moment. Or a messy one. There isn't much in between. Let's talk playbook. If this goes ahead, the cleanest move is to flip the night's rhythm. Don't tease Mariah until the last 10 minutes. Build the episode like a countdown. Nostalgia first. Family traditions next. Then a quick rewind to the diva moment. Brief, gracious, one line. Meghan smiles. Words evolve. Beat. The door opens. Red velvet. The bells hit. And suddenly, nobody's arguing about semantics because the chorus just arrived and the camera's gliding like a sleigh. But here's the snag. Producers can't polish. Control. Mariah's Christmas machinery is precise. Wrong key? She won't sing it. Wrong mix? She won't air it. Wrong angle? Cut and reset. That's not ego. That's brand protection. It's the same discipline that kept the song on top of the season for decades. If she signs on, She'll want final say over staging, sound, and edit. If she doesn't get it, she'll smile, pass, and let December do what December always does for her anyway. And Meghan? She has to look like the host, not the helper. If the finale feels like a rescue, the story writes itself. Guest star saves the show. If it feels like a curated friendship, two women sharing the room, not the spotlight, then everyone wins. The tone matters more than the notes. There's also the audience math. Viewers skeptical of Meghan might still pause for Mariah. Viewers who adore Mariah will sit through soft focus backstory to reach the bells. The special doesn't need a plot twist. It needs a payoff. It needs a moment Grandma recognizes without asking who anyone is. One chorus can do that. One perfectly framed nod between host and headliner can freeze the think pieces mid-paragraph. And yet, what if the answer is no? Then the finale must pivot to something that rhymes with the same feeling. A gospel choir swelling under falling snow. A medley of standards that doesn't pretend to be bigger than the one song everyone wanted. Maybe a subtle bridge acknowledging the diva discourse without reopening it. Keep the pace, keep the cheer, close the door with grace. But if the answer is yes, every second counts. Lose the fake living room awkwardness. Design the shot like a memory. Lights low, ornaments catching lens flare. Meghan introduces a friend whose music is the soundtrack to more Decembers than we can count. No adjectives that outshine the entrance. Mariah steps in like the room belongs to her, because for 4 minutes it does. Verse 1 stays intimate. The band breathes, camera floats. Then the sleigh bells hit the key change, and the room explodes into exactly what the audience showed up to feel. Notice what's missing from that plan. Debates. No detours into year-round controversies. No hat-tipping to royal rifts. Christmas TV works because it pretends, for a moment, that arguments can wait until January. If this special remembers that, it buys itself goodwill. If it forgets, even the best closer can't mop up a scattered script. One more wrinkle. The diva word. It's still floating. The safest move is to treat it like a reclaimed jewel. A single, neutral line. Reports claim some people bristled at that label. I think it means power handled with grace. Then leave it there. No relitigation. Let the music define it. So where are we? 2 clocks ticking. One counts down to a shoot window, contracts, clearances, and a staging meeting where someone quietly asks about a key change at the bridge. The other counts down to December, when the world puts the same 10 songs on repeat, and Mariah's voice shows up like the first snowfall. Meghan is trying to catch that weather. Mariah makes it. If the finale happens, it looks effortless. If it doesn't, it never needed to. That's the truth both teams are weighing right now, and that's why the opening line still stands. Land Mariah, and the special ends with a chorus people will play for the rest of the month. Miss her, and the episode needs another way to stick the landing. The bells are already ringing somewhere. The question is, whose name echoes after them?